welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be cooking something, so watch out because you know what that means when Lisa's cooking. Today we are making egg muffins. So I've got a whisk, a large bowl, I've got some bacon bits, Italian seasoning, crushed red pepper, sea salt, and black pepper. Got my muffin tray, got my fresh eggs, and I got some sharp cheddar. So these are super easy to make. I used to make them years ago when we didn't even have farm fresh eggs, and now that I'm drowning in farm fresh eggs, as you can tell, I am going to start making these and freezing them in addition to the eggs that Country Mama taught me how to make, which are the baggy eggs. So that way we'll have a ton in the freezer. Our older girls should be molting this year, so laying should decrease for a while, so that way we'll have stuff. The thing that I like about these, because you know me, I like quick and easy. We put these in the freezer, pop them in the microwave, and we've got breakfast to take on the road to work. So come on along, let's check it out. So first we're going to crack 5 eggs in there. And I throw them in my handy dandy compost container on the counter. Oops, almost got a shell in there. I love farm fresh eggs. They really are amazing. My older girls have got some really hard shells. It's amazing. Let me wash my hands. All right, so we've got our farm fresh eggs in the bowl, as you can see, and what we're going to put in there is some of the spices and so on. And you know, they talk about crisp cooked bacon crumbled. Well, we never have any bacon left over. So we're going to put the oven on 400, and we're going to use this bacon that was on sale. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to be honest, I am not really into following it completely because I put on what I want when it comes to bacon and cheese. All right, so now we are going to add our spices. So we're going to add a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of crushed chili pepper flakes. I'm going to use crushed red pepper. And those are optional, obviously. So I'm just going to put this in. First goes the Italian seasoning. And I'm going to put the red pepper flakes in. But you could add, you know, anything you want for spices is how I feel about it, quite honestly. We're going to do a little salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to whisk them up. Excuse me. Had to turn away there for a minute. Okay, so now that we got these all set, and apparently this will do a 6-count muffin, I just realized, and I've got 12, so I'm going to double it up. Okay, so I got 5 more eggs. I'm just basically going to double it up real quick. Because that was the whole, oops, little shell. Because again, this is to use up all the extra eggs I have. And Diesel just realized that I'm cooking, so he's at my feet. Hi, Diesel. So, just gonna repeat what I just did real quick. Because, you know, it's cooking with Lisa. You know how that goes. Oops. Missed a little bit of the bowl there. Maybe we should call it messy cooking with Lisa. But actually, I'm pretty clean with that stuff. But not with getting the Italian seasoning in there, huh? The red pepper flakes. A little salt. And a little pepper. I went a little lighter on the salt because I went a little heavier earlier, so I think that'll balance it out. So again, just going to mix this up because I wanted to make a double batch. Alright, so now it's good and mixed up. And we're going to start in the bacon. And they talk about using 1/4 pound of crisp cooked bacon crumbled. I'm going to go a little heavy on this because once we open this package, they have to be refrigerated or used up pretty quickly. So I'm going to go with a handful and a little more. Because again, we just grabbed these for breakfast. Mix that in. And now we're going to get these ready to go in the pan. So what I'm going to do is spray my pan right now. Careful when you spray your pan. I do it over the sink because otherwise the leftover spray goes on the floor. And I found that to be extremely dangerous. And what I like to do before I put it in is, now that I've got my cups, this makes for quick and easy cleanup because I find that this stuff burns on the pan, so I just give it a quick wipe to remove some of the excess when I was spraying the cups real good. That's my cooking tip for the day. Alright, and now we're going to ladle these in and top with cheese and bacon. And every time, once in a while, I give it a nice mix. So I'm getting all this stuff. I just want to double check what I put the cups for. You fill the cups about 2/3 full. And I know I should have used the bowl that I could have poured from. Welcome to my world. There we go. But again, I want to make sure the stuff on the bottom is getting in. And I find that it settles pretty quick. So I'm kind of just reaching down in the bottom and getting the chunks of bacon. Oops, overfilled that one. Okay guys, there's the egg muffins. I've got them filled about 2/3 of the way full. Now I'm going to add cheese, and they say you can add bacon on top if you want. And I wiped off, again, like I wiped off the Pam spray on the top of the muffin pan. I also wiped off any extra egg that I spilled because I made a big mess. I mean, in my eyes, you put as much cheese as you want. My oven is preheated. And again, I'm going to wipe the top off because I don't want any of the cheese melting. For me, that's just easy cleanup later on because the pan will not be all burnt. And I'm going to add a little bit more bacon because you can't go wrong with bacon. Just to make sure each one got enough because, like I said, it sinks to the bottom. All right, we're going to put these in the oven at 400 degrees, and we are going to cook them for 12 to 15 minutes. So we'll be right back. So I ended up making a couple more trays, and these should be ready anytime now. So hang on just a second. Ooh, camera fogged up. Okay, the first tray is out. And we're going to put the other two in. And then we're going to let everything cool. And once they're completely cooled off, I'll take them out of the trays and we'll put them in a container for freezing. Set the timer. So I always do it for 12 minutes and then I check after that. But I'm going to get one of these out and take a look at it now. And yeah, I'm using a paper plate because I just cleaned the kitchen and wasn't going to go there. So that's what it looks like. Nice and hot and steamy. And you can see the inside is cooked really well. So it's really hot, but I'm going to give it a taste. So good. Really good. I like it with the red pepper flakes. And I really like it with the red pepper flakes. I like the Italian seasoning. And I think it's going to be great. So I will be right back. We're going to cook the rest and I'll show you how I package them up. Okay guys, the muffins are cooked. They look amazing. So yummy. So I let them completely cool and put the first layer in, and then I usually use wax paper, but I don't have it, so I'm going to use freezer paper, and I'm going to put, because it's what I have, and I'm going to put a layer of the shiny side down, and then I'm going to put a layer of the shiny side up. Let me trim this up, just because I don't want the muffins to stick to anything, and that's what I have. So I made a total of 3 trays of these. They're all cooled off nicely. Of course, I had to have 2 for lunch. But I'm going to put these in the container and freeze them. And they just look so good. Even brought out my fancy bakeware. And this one made a little bigger ones. So there you have it. There are these wonderful, wonderful egg muffins all ready to go. And what I did is I'm going to seal them in this container. They won't last long, so I'm not worried about it. And I have also marked them. So I have the date on them, and I just wrote egg muffins. And I'm going to put them in the freezer. So I'm basically yeah, we don't have a lot in our freezer, as you can tell, and this is just one of them. But I made a little hole for it in there. We'll pull them out and microwave them when we're ready, or we can even put them in an oven, or if you have a toaster oven. But you don't want to overcook them because they'll get dried out. But they're really quick breakfast for on the go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a really great way to use up extra eggs in the house. I actually used to do it a lot before I was saying that I did it with regular eggs before we had farm eggs. So store-bought eggs worked out well too. So it's just a really quick way to have a meal, and that's what I love about it. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of this. If you try them, let me know also. It's just another quick way to have food ready for you on the go when we're all so busy. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.